So that's okay. We're in your house, and that's fine. We get to see your Christmas decorations. So hi, Aunt Blanche. This is an addendum little interview clip to add to the 85th annual Comiskey Christmas party that was just recently held at Laura's house. And unfortunately, I did not get to interview you that night, so we're here at your house, and we're getting to see. I'm just going to kind of take a little shot of your tree and your crib. And then you have a nice nativity over here of these, which is very pretty. So I'll just take a shot while I'm here. Coming on back. Okay, so I would assume this...
I don't know why you say 85.
Okay, because Grandpa started this particular party in 1927. It was an annual Christmas party for the entire Comiskey family. And at the time, it was, of course, the entire Comiskey family, which was all his cousins and people, you know, he had a big family. And they just held this party every year.
Okay, well, now I know where 85 came from.
For his family, right. And I guess it was the year Uncle Jim was probably a year old, or it was his, right. So it would have been, that's what Aunt T said, 1927 was the first year it was held. And Aunt T also mentioned that it was also held during the war, except it was a little more on the somber side. So I don't know. I would assume that you came into the party picture
in 1953.
53, so because that was the year you
I was part of the family by then.
But that's what I was asking.
Right. We were married in 52.
So you were married in 52.
Well, I guess I was there December 52.
December 52, you were dating.
No, we were married.
Oh, you were married.
52, right. So I was there in December 52. That was my first one.
Oh, so that would have been your first one. So you would not have been invited during the time you were dating? That would be curious to know, because now everybody...
I remember, no. It was exclusive.
Well, the Comiskey family is known to be on the exclusive side. I do recall my dad saying that he sat in the front room reading wine journals, waiting for my mother for dates for a long, long time, even after they were engaged. Had never been invited into the breakfast room.
Oh, never. That wasn't just the Comiskeys. That was just protocol.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
The front room was for company. The family rooms were in the back.
Oh. So, but if someone was dating and even had become engaged, they weren't considered welcome into the inner sanctum? Yeah.
No, not that I recall, no.
No? So no, you kind of grew up in that kind of...
the same way, right. Yeah, but the party was cute, and of course the first year with Margaret was very simple. There was 53.
Right.
And Santa always came,
right.
And the little people usually sat on his lap, and I really don't remember if any of mine rebelled or if they sat on, I think they all sat on Santa's lap. Everybody was happy till they were teenagers, then they didn't want to sit.
Right.
So it was fun.
But you do recall the various locations. Lewis brought up the various locations back in the early days that
the back room, the game room, whatever they call the chicken house,
the rumpus room.
Rumpus room, right? Okay.
Well, I remembered on Bank Street the party was inside in the house.
That's all I remember.
Inside. Yeah. I don't ever remember it in the rumpus room.
Well, maybe some of us just went back to the rumpus room.
Yeah. And then Lewis did recall one year it was at 441 Jefferson Davis at the headquarters for some reason, which I remember my mother not liking at all. No. She thought it was just
too cold.
It's a basement.
Well, she just thought it was not
homey.
A home.
Which
yeah.
It wasn't. Right.
She just didn't like that. And I do recall one year it being at Uncle Lawrence's house, old Uncle Lawrence on Pierce, in his basement. That was the year, Margaret, of the twist, by the way.
No. This was definitely at Grandma's house in the dining room. I remember that.
Margaret can weigh in again on the twist story, which she already told.
Margaret has a lot of memories.
She does have a memory, but she remembers the twist. I do remember the twist at
but the first time
danced at different places.
Different times. Yeah. It was probably going on.
It had to be 61 or 62.
I don't remember. So anyway, Aunt Blanche, do you have anything else you'd like to add to this little...
No, it was fun being there. It was fun singing, and we miss having Val there. because
yeah.
he's working so hard.
That's
so
right.
maybe next year, this year, 2013, maybe Val will come.
2013.
Good.
Okay, signing off from 1100 City Park. Thank you, Aunt Blanche, because you were the other prevailing member of the that generation. I don't know what we call your generation. The
Co-matriarch.
co-matriarch
Right.
generation, correct. Well, I'm so glad we got to do
Good.
this. Thank you
Okay.
very much.